Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Box Build Sunday. I'm going to try, like I said, to start doing a review every Sunday to go over different models where I've got some of them being new, some of them been sitting on the shelf for a while where we're going to open up and take a look at. But anyway, today's one that I just got recently, and I ran up on it seeing some guys on some of the modeling pages, some of the other Facebook pages, where they had built a couple of them, and it looked really interesting. It's along the line of stuff I like to build. So anyway, it's a 1969 Buick Skylark GS, and it's from Micron Modeling. And they do a lot of 3D stuff, and if you go to their website and look, which I'll have a link to in the description, and I'll try to put it on the screen as well. But anyway, they do a lot of 3D modeling stuff, but everything they do is stuff that you're not going to find in any of the other normal modeling companies. It's odd stuff that it just, you know, stuff you want to build but nobody does. So anyway, they're doing a lot of the 3D printing, that kind of stuff. A lot of pickup trucks and some of the 50s, 60s, and 70 model cars and all. So anyway, we're going to open it up, take a look at it, and like I said, I hadn't even opened all the parts up yet. So with that, let's take a look. Okay everybody, so again, welcome back to the channel, and as I said, we're going to look at this Micron Modeling 1969 Buick Skylark GS. Like I said, this is a resin kit, and like I said, Micron, they do a ton, as I was saying just on the introductory, that they do a lot of what I call odd type cars, stuff you'd like to build, but there's just not much of it out there. Especially a lot of trucks. They have some of the older, like stake bed and flatbed trucks, and just a bunch of different things. So go, I'll put, like I said, I'll have a link to their website, so just go there. And actually most of their stuff is on eBay, but I think they do have a website, but I'll check and see. But if not, just look it up on eBay, because I know they have a ton of stuff for sale there. So anyway, we're going to take a quick look at this kit, and I just wanted to show you they pack it real good. I've taken everything out because everything was packed so good, but they put bubble wrap around everything, and like I said, they had some corner pieces up here with this this foam to help block it up. But each individual piece just about was wrapped with like a saran wrap type stuff, and it made they wrapped it real tight. So we'll just take a look at each piece little by little. Here's one of the seats for the interior. Like I said, each seat was wrapped up separate, and to show you, like the saran wrap, they wrap all their parts separate. So this is one of the interior seats. I'm not going to unwrap the other one because basically it's the same thing. So that's one of the interior seats. The rear seat, where did I put it? Oh, right here. Here's the rear seat, and of course here's the interior tub, as I was talking about, and the door panels are already of course molded to the tub. Super detail actually on the door panels, and like I said, this would be the rear seat. The interior is not much to it. As I said, there was the tub, the rear seat, and then of course the two interior seats. Here's the dash. There is a decal that goes for the gauge cluster. As you can see, it's a lot of good detail as far as the dash. And then the steering wheel's over here on another tree that I'll show you here in just a second. So like I said, there's the dash for it. Nice crisp and all that. And let's see here, let's look at the tires real quick. They already had a set of wheels in, which are the rally type Buick wheel, and they actually sent an extra set of wheels. I don't know if they meant to or just overlooked it and put them in there, but anyway, I ended up with two sets of wheels. This set, like I said, actually came in the tire, and it's already pad printed with the white letter and all that. Of course, the back looks pretty good, and then got your mounting point. So there's 4 of those in there, and of course here's where I was talking about they sent a set of extra wheels. There's a good crisp Buick Rally right here. If nothing else, you'll just have an extra set. They look really good, and they do have the decals. I'll show you real quick on that. The 4 decals that go in the center ring part of the wheel, and then of course there's the gauge cluster I was talking about, and then the 2 words Skylark that'll go on the fenders, and the 2, I'm thinking that's the engine option decals, but I'm not positive. They go up on the fender, or either I don't think it's the marker lights because they only got 2, so you would need 4 for the front and the back. So I've got to look into that and see what them 2 decals are for. Here's the front bumper section and grille section. Like I said, all of this would be painted chrome, and then of course you put some black wash in there to give it some depth right there. The GS in the down in the grill right there, that's real sharp. We can paint that, highlight that a little bit, that'll look really good. Here's the rear bumper section. Again, good crisp molds on that. They did a good job on that. So of course that will definitely be chrome. Here's the rear end. It's got the rear end, the rear axle and sway bar, so forth. And so anyway, that's a good looking piece. There's not much to this kit, honestly. Here's the steering whel, and of course there's the front headlight sections, and then here's the rear tail light sections. Like I said, that's all that's on this tree. And like I said, again, I'll show you on the instructions here in just a second. There's not a lot of parts to this kit, but it's more or less supposed to be like a curbside kit. So there's that. Here is the, I'm not going to take them out, but here's the front headlights. If I can get to where it's not there. Anyway, there's clear headlights right there, and then of course here's the rear tail light section. Like I said, I'm not going to take them out of the bag. I hate taking clear stuff, unwrapping it till I'm actually ready. Here is the, and this may be harder to see, I'm not sure. Again, I don't want to unwrap this because they've got it wrapped up good, but here is vacuum formed windshield, the rear window, the side windows. Like I said, all of this is vacuum formed, so you have to trim it real close, trim all the way around it, and then do your start getting closer to it as you test fit it to the vehicle. Let's see here. So here's the pull the body and the under section off right here. Here's the underbody. The front suspension's already molded to the frame and all. Again, not a whole lot of detail. Don't see the fuel tank with nothing, but you're not, like I said, this is going to be a curbside, so you're not going to be probably showing underneath this much. Like I said, there's the top part of the section. Here's the body. It's a good heavy body. It's actually heavy. It's molded good and solid. The door lines and all the like around the hood and the trunk, they're fairly deep, so I doubt you've got to do much, you know, scrape a nose any to get some of that out. Emblems look pretty good. They're molded pretty good on here. Up here's your, like, so your marker lights. And let's see here. And I'll show you here in just a second on the, but like I said, the door handles are good, engraved good. Got a good emblem on the back, so you can highlight that. And they've sent this piece as well, and this is like what would be the inner fenders. So I'm assuming they've made this kit so that if you want to cut the hood open, you can, and then that would give you the inner fenders. If you wanted to come up with an engine, buy a 3D engine to put in here, or if you didn't want to, you just leave a hood molded to it, and of course this piece you wouldn't need then. But I guess they give you the option to do that if you want to. You're probably going to have to do a little bit of sanding because there's some swirls in the, I've noticed in the mold. I don't know if you can see them probably on the camera or not, but they're like half moons right here where it's some swirls in the resin. So that would probably have to be sanded, but you'll have to be careful because you got the word Buick up here on the front. So like I say, you just don't want to sand that off when you're sanding. But the body doesn't look like it's really going to need a whole lot of cleanup. It's just some basic stuff to get some imperfections out. I'm probably, and as the box art shows, I'll show you again here in just a second, probably make this a vinyl top, because it's molded already. Got the molded trim for the vinyl top, so that'll just make it that much of a better looking kit right there. Of course, you got your chrome piece comes down the side right there, so this will make a good looking build sitting on the table, even as a curbside. Be something different. So anyway, there's that. I will show you real quick. They put a free gift in the kit. It's just 3 little sanding sponges, which is pretty neat. You can always use those, so that's nice of them to put those in there. Let's take a look at the instructions real quick. And the on the front of the sheet, it's just got basic preparation for you know, your resin models and all, how to prep the body, how to apply the paint and so forth. Just some basic stuff everybody knows. The clear parts, it goes over if it came with a vacuum form part or an actual clear resin part. Like again, this kit came with the vacuum form, so but it just talks about how you can do different things. The assembly, what type glue to use, which is, you know, CA glue or super glue. Some safety instructions, which they always have, wear eye protection, so forth, so forth. Let's see here, and then it just a final note about just basic stuff about the company, Micron Modeling. Excuse me. And here on the back side is the basic build sheet, and what they did, they've showed you like all the kit being put together here, and then the same thing here, and they just reverse the images. So basically you're just going to add, you know, you're going to add your wheels to your suspension, add your glass, and then your rear tail light section, and then drop the interior tub in, which they show you right here. Just add the steering wheel and the 2 seats and the rear seat. And like I said, you got your glass right here where you're going to put on, and then like I want to say right here, they show you the front end, putting the front grill, bumpers, the headlights, so forth here, same thing. So anyway, simple build once you get everything painted and ready to go. Just look at this. It's not really much you can mess up on this thing, don't look like. So just wanted to show everybody this kit real quick. I just got this one in recently, and again, I'll put a link to Micron Modeling if I can find it, or if not, just look up Micron Modeling on eBay, because that's where I found it. And their store on eBay has, like, again, a ton of this 3D stuff and super nice stuff. So anyway, oh yeah, one other thing real quick, I forgot they dropped this in here. Here's a an ad that would have been in one of the magazines back in '69. They just reduced it down and put in the box with it, so you could put with the model if you wanted to. But just looking through the magazines back in '69, this was an ad you would have seen. So and again, like I said, this company right here, they really took your time to package all the parts separate and wrap them in like a saran wrap real tight, so they couldn't move around or nothing could hit anything. So great company. I'm sure I'll be getting some more from this company right here. I've already started looking at a couple of others. So anyway, with that, I appreciate all the thumbs up, the likes, the comments. Like I said, I've got a couple guys telling me they wished I'd do more videos on actual building part. I'll try to start doing that. My biggest problem with that is when I get to building is just taking the time to set up the camera and actually shoot. You almost have to just plan a certain build, part of a build, and just shoot that. And usually when I get building, I just have sections I like to build. So, but here, first of the year, I'll try to start doing some more like little tips and tricks or how-tos or something like that. Because I know that's what some of the guys are asking for, so I know y'all like seeing that, so I'll try to do a little bit more of that. But anyway, with that, you know, hope everybody has a good Christmas. I'll be doing a Christmas video here in a day or two. But just wanted to get this today's installment of Sunday box build out. And with that, let's get building.